African countries offer enormous economic potential, as well as lucrative investment and partnership prospects. Here are the top 5 African countries where you should invest in 2022. Number 5. Morocco. According to current information, Morocco has the 5th largest economy on the African continent in terms of GDP. Morocco's GDP was $124 billion in 2021, according to Statista. Agriculture, investments, the government, and the housing industry all have a role in growth. The country's economic growth is expected to reach 3.2% in 2022, according to forecasts. The economy of the country is liberal, based on supply and demand. Number 4. Algeria. Algeria's renewable energy, tourism, and liquidity reserve are all potential areas for foreign direct investment. The country's economy is based on oil and gas, which accounts for 60% of the government's budget. According to Statista, the country in northern Africa has a GDP of $151.46 billion in 2021. The country now offers profitable business chances to investors thanks to new legislation encouraging international investment. Number 3. South Africa. South Africa is the most developed economy in Africa, according to Trading Economics, with services accounting for 73% of GDP. South Africa's GDP was $329.53 billion in 2021, according to available data. Business and government services, real estate, banking, communication, and transportation all contribute to the country's GDP. Furthermore, according to Bloomberg, Africa's most industrialized economy could rise by 2% in 2022 and 2.1% in 2023. With the continent's largest stock exchange, macroeconomic stability, and lucrative prospects in social services spending. Number 2. Egypt. Egypt has a population of over 105 million people, according to the World Population Review. According to Reuters, Egypt's GDP grew by 9.8% in the first quarter of the fiscal year 2021-22, which began in July 2021. According to available data, Egypt would be one of the wealthiest African countries in terms of total GDP in 2021. According to Statista, Egypt has the second highest GDP in Africa, at $394 billion. Despite the consequences of the pandemic, Egypt's GDP increased in 2021. The country has a diverse economy that benefits from fossil fuels, agriculture, and tourism, making it a great investment destination. Number 1. Nigeria. Nigeria had a spectacular year despite being left off the Rand Merchant Bank's list of nations to invest in for 2021. According to Statista, the country's GDP will be $514 billion in 2021, making it the African country with the largest GDP. According to the National Bureau of Statistics, Nigeria's GDP increased by 4.03% in the third quarter of 2021. NBS. The figures indicate the fourth straight quarter of increase, but at a slower rate than the 5.01% achieved in the second quarter of 2021. Communication, information, and services account about 10% of total output, according to Trading Economics. Agriculture, natural gas, and crude petroleum account for 11% of GDP, while construction, industry, and primary exports account for 16%.